Willkommen bei Space Engineers. Leider weiß ich noch nicht wirklich genau, was ich von dem Spiel erwarten darf, weil die beiden Videos, wie man im Hintergrund auch gerade sieht, das erste Video ging um einen Crashtest und das zweite ging darum, dass die Leute einfach irgendwie Teile zusammenschweißen. Schauen wir einfach mal, was uns erwartet, nachdem wir hier mal geschaut haben, dass alles soweit auf extrem steht. Na, vielleicht ist es laut, es müsste okay sein. So. Videotutorial. Okay. Schauen wir mal, was uns aber. Ach ja. Ja, wow. Okay. Ich habe mehr erwartet.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Space Engineers Alpha tutorial. This is the first version, so expect an update sometimes in future. Playing Space Engineers is pretty easy, but we don't want to waste your precious time, and so we created this tutorial to show you the basics. Now let's start with creating new world by using Quick Start option. The Quick Start option is set to autosave your progress every 5 minutes. You may notice an occasional delay. That's when the save procedure runs. This will get solved in future update. If you prefer manual saving, you can switch it in world settings. You can save the game at any time. To do that, hit escape and click save button.
Ja,
Let's talk about the actions that you can do as an astronaut.
genau, das ist wichtig.
Switch the HUD on and off by pressing tab key.
Okay.
Switch between third and first person view by pressing V key. Hold Alt key to activate free view and rotate around your astronaut or ship.
Okay.
Rotation angle resets after you switch view by pressing V. Zoom in and out by scrolling the mouse wheel.
Geht klar.
Your movement keys are similar to other games. W to move forward,
Oh,
S to
das ist natürlich
to
komplett.
strafe left, and D
Ja, aha, ja. Das ist schwer zu merken.
pressing F or space. Sprint by holding Shift. Crouch by pressing C. Switch the jetpack on and off by pressing X. Jetpack movement is similar to walking. Fly up by pressing F or space. Fly down by pressing C. Roll left by pressing Q. Roll right by pressing E.
Okay.
Activate headlights by pressing L. All these keys can be found in the help screen, which is accessible from the menu or by pressing F1 key.
Alles klar.
Now that we can walk and fly, let's build something. At this moment, the game runs exclusively in creative mode. That means unlimited resources and instant building.
Oh, okay.
Select some building blocks, press G to open toolbar config. Drag all you need to the toolbar at the bottom of the screen. You can see me adding blocks to my toolbar.
Das stimmt.
Armor slope, small reactor, interior light and gravity generator.
Aha.
The toolbar config screen is not an inventory, it's a screen where you can configure your toolbar. Pick tools, weapons and building blocks. To add a new station, click New Station button. A new object will be inserted in the empty space.
Alles klar.
Press a numeric key to select a building block or tool on your toolbar. I am pressing 1 now. Add a block to an object by clicking the left mouse button. You can add a block only to an existing object.
Uiuiui, 13 Minuten.
By clicking the right mouse button. Look for the red outlines to make sure you are deleting the right block. Add and remove multiple blocks by holding the control key and mouse button. If you don't want to build, select 0 slot. This will empty your hands.
Alles klar.
If you want to build again, just press a number.
Ich würde vorschlagen, ich blende jetzt hier einen Kasten ein, mit dem man aufs nächste Video kommt,
Select the armor block.
wo es dann wirklich losgeht.
Use the bracket keys to
Wer will, kann das Video hier fertig angucken mit dem Tutorial.
point at the armor and click
Und wer es nicht abwarten kann,
to create a
der klickt dann einfach auf das nächste Video, wo es dann mit dem Bauen wirklich losgeht.
mouse. To expand the size of a painted area, hold Ctrl or Shift. Building blocks can be rotated by 90 degrees in all directions. Use Insert and Delete keys to rotate in X-axis, Home and End keys for Y-axis, Page Up and Page Down for Z-axis. To successfully connect a rotated object to a block, you need to make sure that the outlines are green. If the outlines are yellow, it means that the object cannot be connected. Every time you click New Station, New Small Ship or New Large Ship, a base cube will appear and will represent your newly created object. It is not possible to connect two ships, but it is possible to connect multiple stations. You can work on multiple objects at the same time. The game switches between objects automatically. If you have a large ship under your crosshair, the game knows you want to add a large block. If it's a small ship, it adds small blocks. Blocks that have some sort of functionality need electricity to operate. Electricity is generated by nuclear reactors and conducted through any type of block. This is an example of light being cut off the electricity source. Keep in mind that large systems need more electricity to be fully functioning. You need more reactors. Now that the base is built, let's create a gravitation field. The gravity indicator on the right side of the HUD shows that there is no gravity. After adding gravity generator, the indicator changes color and an arrow appears. The arrow shows the directions of the gravity force. Gravity affects only astronauts with a disabled jetpack. I'm turning off my jetpack. The gravitation force is linear, not spherical. This means that I can fall off an edge and I will keep falling until I leave the gravitation field. Space Engineers has 3 types of objects. Each one has its purpose and use. Let's start with creating a small ship.
Small ship, okay.
A very simple ship with the least amount of parts it needs to operate. Equip your toolbar with an armor block, an armor slope, a cockpit, a small reactor, a gyroscope, small thrust, and landing gear. I usually start by attaching a cockpit to the base and then I continue from there. Be careful not to bump into the ship before it has its thrusters and gyroscope installed. The ship will float away. Create a basic armor structure. Add a reactor and a gyroscope. The gyroscope allows your ship to yaw, pitch and roll. Install thrusters for all directions. If you miss a direction, your ship won't maneuver in that direction. The more thrusters you put for a direction, the more thrust they generate. Add some landing gear to prevent the ship from being damaged while landing. Now we can apply some color to our new ship.
Ja, dann das ist gemacht.
It's time for our first flight. Enter the cockpit by getting close enough to see the white marks and press T. The keys for piloting a ship are the same as for the jetpack. A, W, S, D are the keys to move. F for space to fly up, C to fly down, Alt for free view, V to switch between first and third person view.
Mhm.
Free view is active in first person view as well. The HUD shows your ship stats. Power usage in red means that your ship can use extra reactors to maximize the output of the thrusters. Collisions in Space Engineers have a great impact on objects. Crashing your small ship into an object can destroy important modules. Ship abilities will change and you will have to improvise. You can rebuild all damaged blocks. We are going to build a large ship. Large ships can have interiors with rooms and floor. Press G and click New Large Ship. You can walk on board while the ship flies in space. Add gravity generator to your toolbar. The rest stays the same as it was for the small ship. I'm going to build a very basic large ship. Start by building the basic armor structure. Add the reactors and gyroscope. Add thrusters for all directions.
Ja, das ist ein bisschen lang, oder? Ja, aber cool, dass er wenigstens ein geiles Tutorial gemacht hat, muss man schon sagen.
The cockpit orientation determines your ship's front side. Piloting a large ship works the same way as piloting a small ship. Large ships are heavy, their movement and rotation is much slower. Let's add a station. Press G and add an interior wall to your toolbar. The main difference between a ship and a station is that the station can't move.
Macht Sinn.
A station is stationary.
Wow.
Click New Station button. This is going to be a very simple station. Create a platform. You can build stations on asteroids or in an open space. Do not build a large ship using a station object. It won't fly. Stations can get damaged or destroyed. Now add interiors. Install the reactors and a gravity generator or in an open space. Do not build a large ship using a station object. It won't fly.
Ja klar, was stationär ist. Hättest du dazu sagen können. Dödel.
Now add interiors. Install the reactors and a gravity generator. This station can serve as your main base for docking ships. Until now, we spent our time in a world created through Quick Start. You can create a custom world where you pick from different scenarios. Easy Start 1, this is where we were until now. Easy Start 2, a large green space station surrounded by asteroids. Survival, a bare minimum to survive. Empty world, pretty self-explanatory.
Alles klar.
Your worlds are stored on your computer. Open the load screen and select one of your saves. You can edit your world settings, for example autosave. You can save as and create multiple copies of your world. This was the last part of Space Engineers Alpha tutorial. Thank you for watching. We hope you found it useful. Now go ahead and start experimenting on your own. We are looking forward to see all your great designs.
Alles klar. Dann legen wir mal los.